Hello, it's Josh from the Comic Book Collecting Quest. Once again, I'm going to show you some comic books from my personal collection. So I grabbed a short box. I think it's all Amazing Spider-Man. So, yeah, I love Amazing Spider-Man. That's my favorite comic book series. I want them all, but it's going to be very hard to do. So, anyway, here's the first one here. This is part 2 of the No Comic Book Code drug storyline. Harry on drugs. I've showed this one before, but not this copy. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. Well, it's hard to say what my favorite Spider-Man book is, but that's one of them. I love that one. Here's another one. This is a really good copy. I think this is like second Mysterio or something. I don't know. Yeah, I love all these. I think these are all organized. I think once upon a time I organized these. Will-O-Wisp, I think. Is that who that is? Yeah, Will-O-Wisp. And I love this issue. This is a really good, very fun story. Kind of a faded. I don't know where I got that one. Oh, it looks like I got that. Okay, it looks like I got a lot of these at conventions. Scratch my eye real quick, sorry. Okay. I forgot I had these. Like I said, I always forget that I have so much Spider-Man. This one, yeah, this one's like really, really, really good. Really good condition too. That's Smythe again, up to his old tricks. I've read all these. Like I always say, I can never really remember. I'm the worst when it comes to remembering the books that I've read. I remember specific ones, and I'm like, whoa, that was really good. This one, yeah, there's like a crease. You can't see it. I'll take it out. I actually don't think I've ever taken it out of its case or its cover before. I read it digitally. Yeah. So it's got a, yeah, you can kind of see it there. Got a crease running through it there. Newsstand. Oh. I don't think that's anything. I think they were just about all newsstand back then. Put it back carefully. Okay. And there's the Rose. I do like that storyline a lot. Yeah, and this one was good. This is Puma or something. Can't remember. He's like a rich hunter. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I like those a lot. Those are like kind of in between the Hobgoblin. They're like little stories in between that. Uh-oh. That's that one a long time ago. Yeah, you know. Love the Spider-Man. I remember this one. I think this is like Firestar or something. And he just, yeah, starts really beating the heck out of, or no, sorry, Fire Lord. This one was good too. This is another kind of in-between one. This guy is like, I think he's like a scientist or something. I'm sure everybody knows, but I think he's like a scientist and he's got to make a quick buck, so he uses his invention. Something like that. I read all these a while back. Yeah, I remember specifically not really caring for this one. That was another one of those in between the Hobgoblin storyline. I think I have doubles of that, huh? Oh, yeah. I love this one so much. I think I've shown that one before. And then we got a McFarlane cover. Okay, now we start to get into the 90s stuff that I don't really much care for. Like, this is why I thought I didn't like Erik Larson, because these, like, around this era, it was like the first ones I read, and I was like, I just don't like them. It's like Marvel's more concerned about selling books than telling a story, because they were like trying to get you to buy, Punisher books as well as Spider-Man books and New Warriors books, and it wasn't good. There's Kraven's Last Hunt. I've never read that Web of Spider-Man? I know I haven't read all of these. I mean, I've read all the ones that I own, but all the issues in the whole storyline of Kraven's Last Hunt, I haven't read those. I did like this one. This was good. He like checks into a mental hospital to. I can't really remember specifically, but I remember it was good. Yeah. See, so here's some more of that Erik Larson stuff. That once again, I just didn't think. I was like, yeah, I don't like this run, but then I read some of the other stuff, and I was like, okay, this is good. Yeah. So it's a good one. So these were pretty entertaining. Yeah, and then more of the team up stuff that's not good. Yeah, more. I don't like these team up stories. Darkhawk Punisher, like, oh god. Yeah. Ugh, yuck. Whatever. To me, when everybody talks crap on like 90s and 90s Superman, those are the ones I think of. Like this one was good, I think. Oh, yeah, this is like Peter's parents come back from the dead. I'm thinking, I don't know. Looks like something I didn't like, but I don't know. I think I did like that one. Yeah, okay, so these, it starts to get a little better. Alright, my phone died. That's what happened there. Apparently these things have batteries, and you have to recharge the batteries. Moving along here. Like I said, I think this whole box is full of Spider-Man. I did like this storyline. I like the Black Cat, I can't help it. And Spider Slayers. Yeah, and I like this one too. This is whoa, good old 90s. Yeah, 375. It's Spider-Man fights Venom. I think Venom threatens to kill Spider-Man's parents clone parents or whatever. Let's see. I think I remember and like this storyline too. It kind of like it was kind of sucked there for a bit, then it starts getting good again. I think I liked these. And oh, here we go. I haven't read it in a very long time, but yeah. So sad. I can't remember that one. But I do like these later, these three, these 390s or whatever. And then the 400. Oh yeah. Love it. And we got some, and I really liked this storyline too. It was like, he was put on trial by, all these evil people. And I like the Scarlet Spider storyline too. I like this one. This is like Dr. Octopus's daughter, I think. My daughter watches the Spider-Man, it's like a Spider-Man little kid show or whatever, and Dr. Octopus's daughter plays Doc Ock in that, so I think that's I can't remember that character's name, but I like that. Yeah, all of this I like. And yeah, this is a big time crier. This is a good one. These are good. I can't remember that one. Yeah, I want to say that one was okay. I can't remember. I think I remember that one, but no, whatever. Now we're on to Spider-Man Volume 2. I hate it. I hate how they do it, but whatever. First issue of Volume 2. Number 2 of Volume 2. And, once again, I think these are good. I liked them. I don't know who wrote it. Mackie? I don't know who that is, but, yeah, I remember liking these. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about these because I don't really remember reading them. It's been a long time ago. But, I mean, this is the beginning of John Romita Jr. I don't know if this is the first one, but I really like his artwork here. It's weird his art style changed, and it's kind of been this way for years now, but I really like his artwork in this. And this is okay. So all right, well, I'll do it here. This was the first Spider-Man book I ever bought. I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and we did not have a comic book shop for 50 miles from where I lived, and I never left the county, really, until I was 16. I mean, we would go to the big city every once in a blue moon, but, yeah, so I was never able to get comic books. I think I bought one at Walmart one time, and it was a Ghost Rider. But anyway, this was my first Spider-Man comic book, and yeah, love this one. This is J. Michael Straczynski. Straczynski. I love this this storyline. This is the no, I can't remember his name. The Spider Eater guy, Morlun. Yeah, and yeah. So this was like epic. And that's what got me into Spider-Man, was because I was like, yeah, because I loved the Spider-Man animated series. So I was like, yeah, I like Spider-Man. And I was already really, really into the Avengers, that volume 3 at the time. So I went ahead and picked up Spider-Man, and just so happened I picked up, you know, a really good issue. And, yeah, so this was good too. This is like where Aunt May discovers he's Spider-Man. Which I think previously he told her, but in a whole nother, maybe at the end of volume 1, he told her that she was Spider-Man, or at the beginning of volume 2, he told her that she was Spider-Man. He was Spider-Man, whatever. So this is my original copy. It's kind of rough. I was rough on my comics. So this is so stupid. This is like shady as crap. I had a subscription to Amazing Spider-Man, and then when this came out, this was not in my subscription. I had it through my local comic book store at the time, Caveman Comics, which is no longer exists, in Springfield. Sounds like my wife just dropped something. So I guess this was like a really hot book at the time, so they didn't put it into my subscription, so I didn't get it. And honestly, I just gave up on it, that I was never going to get it. And then a friend of mine found it at a grocery store magazine rack newsstand, which at the time meant absolutely nothing to me. I still really don't care, but I have, I bought one of the rare newsstands, and I know a lot of people like to get artists to draw on these and stuff like that, but I would never do that, just because what this book meant at the time. I don't know. It's it was like the 9/11 Amazing Spider-Man commemorative issue, and now it's like guys just treat it. There was a reason why it was blacked out. It was the black issue. And now guys treat it like, a marker board, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, there's a lot of sentimental, not because of 9/11 really, but because I remember that happened to me. And for some reason, I didn't pitch a fit. I guess that's, yeah. I don't know why. If that was to happen to me now, I would be very, very angry that somebody took a comic out of my subscription to sell it, and then I was just left without it. And this was a big deal at the time. Everybody wanted this, and yeah, I got it, and I got the newsstand. So super happy with that, and I'll never. I will maybe sell this one day, but just from what it meant to me at the time, finding it was, so special. And yeah, I love all of these. These are all good. This is it's like the Spider Totem storyline. It's really good. And this, I hate this. I hate this so much. Like this whole month, Marvel, I don't know why they did it. It was so stupid. This whole month, Marvel didn't put any words in their comics. It was just all the pictures. And I don't know, what a ripoff. They did it on, I don't think I was reading X-Men at the time, but I was reading Spider-Man and the Avengers at the time. And both were in the middle of great stories, and then they did that enough said. And it's are you kidding me? Yeah. Thankfully, hopefully they never do that again. So I've had to rebuy these. When I first started my eBay, I didn't care about comics. And I sold all of my personal collection that I had at the time. They were all just comics that I'd bought. Because from the time I was like 16 until I was 20, I was, reading comics, all the time. And then I started playing the guitar and wanted to be cool. So I quit reading comics. But anyway, so I still had all of the comics that I bought when I was 16 and 19. And they were all this run here. Which I love this run. And I think I got most of these in like dollar bins. Which I was... I was hurt. I was like, oh my God. Because, when I was reading these when they were coming out, they were so good. And then, and now they're reduced to the dollar bin. One that I did have, I had that one. I had like a couple of those J. Scott Campbell Amazing Spider-Man covers, and I sold those, and haven't been able to get them back because those are the ones that people want. But yeah, I was really out of touch. I always cared just about the writing. I mean, I love art and stuff, but the writing is what always mattered the most to me. So that was something that recently I've caught on to, that like people, want books based on the cover. Which, whatever, I'd like to have those again. I look, those are nice covers. So, and this is, oh boy. So I was bragging about how much I like Straczynski. This is a terrible, terrible storyline. These are Gwen Stacy and Norman Osborn kids. I don't even want to think about it because it's not good. Very bad. I think this is still that same storyline, right? 510, 519. No, maybe not. So I've got some, I need to rearrange my comics because I've got another. Everything's all scattered around. I don't really have time to organize these, unfortunately. God, that's a cool cover. I don't remember this one. Almost done here. Yeah, I have no recollection of these at all. I remember this being good. I think this is more of Moreland is back doing things. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. This cover here. And this is the last one of the box. Last one of the day. Another Moreland cover. So, yeah, I've got a lot of Spider-Man. It's a whole short box of Amazing Spider-Man. Big fan of the series. Obviously, love all of... I hate to call it modern. Everybody calls it modern, but, the stuff's like 30 years old. 20 and 30 years old. So it's not that modern. But, yeah, I love that stuff, too. And, I'm a young man, so some of this stuff I was reading as it was coming out, and I was 16 years old, and everybody thinks it sucks, but I think it's great. That Moreland and Spider-Man battle, when I was first reading that was epic. Still is epic if you go back and read that. I'm missing the first appearance of Moreland. I don't think... I want to say I had it at one time, but, yeah, I don't know. But 2 back then, I would have bought it as a back issue. I think it's like 28 or 29 from volume 2. But back then, I knew nothing of like key issues. I don't know if key issues are a new thing, but I was even reading like The Walking Dead's, and then Batman, like volume 2, those Scott Snyder Court of Owl books. I read those when they were first came out, but I was reading it all digitally, and I read like Walking Dead 1 through like 100 or something like that digitally, and then that whole Court of Owls I read digitally, and then I read Saga 1 through 10 digitally or something like that, as all those were new at that time. I think that was like 2012 maybe. But still then, I had no concept of what a key issue was. And it wasn't until I started really selling the books was when I learned, like, oh, guys, it's frustrating, but, well, it's not frustrating. It's fine if you only want key issues. There's nothing wrong with that. There's many different ways to collect comic books. But when I'm reading them, it's like frustrating because I'll be reading along and then I have I'll read like 3 books that are like, they're good, but then like that, 4th book that I'm missing was the key issue, and it was when everything happened and was awesome, but it's like $50 as opposed to $1, and that, whatever, it is what it is. It's not a big deal. But like I said, whenever you're reading stuff, the key issues thing kind of is annoying. But anyway, I'm babbling. Nothing wrong with how you collect. You collect it however you want. It's as long as you enjoy doing it. So anyway, have a good one.